Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another tarot card reading for you guys today. Going to be doing a themed tarot card reading for the collective based on the personality. So I decided the question was going to be what is your personality type, or how do people view you? So I've already shuffled the cards, and I've already created the piles. It's going to be 3 piles. I'll timestamp them in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms. OU Lucy. So, everything down in this description box below. This should be a fun one. I haven't done a pick a card or pick a power reading in a while. There are, 5 cards here? That's a good number, right? 3 piles. Got 2 oracle cards. So, we'll see how it turns out. So, I got a little story too. So, I got Yamaya burning in the background. I purchased this Yamaya candle about 3 days ago. And about 2 days ago, I picked a freaking white flower. I had already had a fake white flower inside one of my burnt out candle jars. So let me show you this real quick. Alright, so I had this in there for about the past few weeks. I purchased the Yamaya candle 3 days ago, and then 2 days ago I picked this candle out of a garden. So I know you're like, why is he talking to us about flowers and plants, and why you have plants in his house? Well, plants help raise your vibrational frequency. They help recycle the oxygen in your home, and nature helps relaxes you. That's why people like going out to the beach and going out to spas and going out to resorts and things like that, getting away from people. But yeah, so Yamaya, of course, some of the things that I'm going to talk about, I already know a little bit of information about this. So it's interesting. A lot of people are starting to become more spiritual and starting to question a lot and wonder why things are hidden from them. And it was just interesting. So I'm going to read some things that I read online that should give you a little bit more insight on who Yamaya is and what she represents. So Yemaya was a river goddess of the Yoruba in Nigeria, which is African, just like African heritage and things like that. When people were hoarded onto the slave ships, Yemaya went with them, thus becoming their goddess of the ocean. Yemaya is the mother goddess, the goddess of home, fertility, love, and family. Offerings for her include molasses, coconut cakes, white flowers. Unconsciously picking white flowers. Yamaya has a fierce, nurturing, gentle energy often associated with the moon and sorcery. As the mother of all, she is said to also help in matters of self-love, fertility, emotional wounds, trauma, and healing work. Wow. So Yamaya, for anyone out there that is going through any type of spiritual awakening or just going through a period of self-love, self-care, self-healing, I would recommend getting a white candle to the intent would be to help clear out your energy. Indeed, writing things and all types of written things you can write on candles in order to boost the manifestation of your rituals and things like that. Thus, they print labels and pictures of Yamaya on candles to put you in that mind frame or that perspective of, oh, this is going to do something to help me, or I'm calling on the power of your ancestors. But, indeed, history is there to teach us things, and memory or everything that the humans have experienced over a millennia on this planet is encoded in our DNA. So, yeah, that's a little bit of information on Yamaya. We're going to get started with your reading today. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Check down for your pile below if you just want to skip to your reading. I know I've already done enough talking, going 5 minutes into the reading. So, yeah, let's get to it, pile 1. I'm going to start with your oracle messages. What's your personality type, and how do people view you? So, for the moonology, we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So people can view you as someone that is very bold, someone that is willing to explore their options, someone that is willing to take a chance, someone that is very creative and likes to take initiative, maybe the first person to participate. Also a self-starter. You know, if you go to work or anything like that, you are you're not micromanaged. You may also be an entrepreneur. You know, you're being bold. You're, again, creating options for yourself and opening doors for yourself all the time. So that's a good oracle message to start off Power 1. Your next oracle message from the Romance Angels is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So another thing that people could probably admire about you or like about your personality is that you have a very soulful personality. Maybe you're a DJ, or maybe you're the life of the party. You vibe with the music. You're probably a dancer or some sort of musician or dancer, or you have some form of art that comes from the soul. So whatever you do, if you're into writing, people love it. If you're into painting, people love it. If you're into body art, people love it. But yeah, definitely follow your passions. That's also something that people can really think about you as well. I mean, it goes hand in hand with being bold. Someone that's willing to jump out there and take a leap. Someone that has faith. Someone that follows their intuition and their gut. They follow their passions. And we tend to, we like those types of people, people that aren't afraid to express themselves, bold people. You know, there's different personality types out there. Sometimes people lure people in, and sometimes people are just bold and they jump out the window and they go for what they want. So those are your oracle messages. Or your personality type, very strong, bold person. And in your 3 tarot cards, first we have, this is from the Modern Witch Tarot, I think. Oh, the Everyday Witch Tarot. I haven't even really used this deck that much. The Everyday Witch Tarot. I think I might get the Modern Witch Tarot though. We have 6 of Swords. So again, people can view you as someone that's able to move past conflicting thoughts. If you're even the type of person to think, it seems like you're just the type of person that leaps before you thinks. So again, something that people can really admire about you. I'm getting an acrobat in my head for whatever reason, or a gymnast. So people can probably think that you're very flexible for whatever reason. I'm getting that with the swords, the 6 of Swords. But yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be flexible physically. This air is the suit of, or swords is the suit of air. So you could be, you could have flexible thought. Again, that is another characteristic of a bold personality or a leader, or someone that is willing to put themselves out there and participate. Be the first ones to participate. You know, those that are out on the front lines. So yeah, definitely people could admire your bravery in a sorts. Next, we have the Light Seers. We have Temperance. And I'm also getting 14 on this card. 1 + 4 is 5, change. So someone that is able to evolve and adapt to change. Temperance. Someone that is able to keep their cool. Indeed, bosses have to know how to balance themselves, how to keep their cool, how to manage themselves and manage other people, even in difficult situations or times of change. You know, people often try to seek freedom to their detriment, but you don't have that problem. I mean, that's the thing with following your gut and following your intuition and being brave about things. When you follow your instinct and you follow your talent, your God-given talent, because if you're not using your talent, then you're just getting in trouble all the time. That's karma, pretty much. But you know, typically when we see Temperance, we will see an earth angel. You can kind of see the wings here on this card. So most definitely someone that is enlightened in the sorts. You know, there's different forms of enlightenment. Again, it seems like you're resting or you're just chilling out. So you're working on your own accord. Again, your own boss, your own master. You're flowing with the world. You have both the sun and the moon in your hand. But yeah, interesting card for the Light Seers Power 1. Getting a very strong group, very charismatic, outgoing group. Leadership qualities. There's a lot of bravery coming out of this pile as well. Last card for Power 1, we have 10 of Pentacles. So people think you get whatever you want. People think you're spoiled. People may think you're a show-off. And people are just wondering where you get your money or how you get your money. Again, you could be an entrepreneur. What is an entrepreneur? The government is having an issue right now, or a major issue, 1111, trying to classify what a business is, because, you know, the whole pandemic and millions of people are, you know, starting and opening up businesses and getting all these loans and things like that. So, you know, with all these influx of applications coming in, they're actually trying to figure out, like, what is a business? Again, take a Ziploc bag to the beach, grab some seashells, take them back home, spend 60 seconds spray painting them, and sell them to someone across the world. Especially if you live in Florida. People love Florida water. Send some seashells to someone that doesn't live near a beach. That's a business. So again, and that's a simple idea. If you want to hate me for being able to have a simple idea like that, then hey man, you should get out and do your own research. But yeah, definitely a bold person, someone that is able to. I mean, you enjoy the fruits of your labor. If you're able to pull tangibles down from the ethers, because you have to work for everything you get. Karma is karma without a doubt. But yeah, that's it for you guys. Power 1, a very very strong. You know, people could probably fear that you may have too much power. But for the most part, we have the Earth Angel card here. So someone that knows what they're doing, they're able to balance things out. They're able to temper the situation, and they're guided by their own soul's path, their spirit. Very bold personality, very willing to jump out there and put themselves out there on the limb, even volunteer if they have to. Yeah. All right, Power 1. So, Power 2. Here is going to be your personality check. You know, how do people view you? What's your personality type? Your first 2 oracle cards. We have your romance angel cards would be let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So someone, people could view you as someone that has control issues. People may be fearful of you, or people are trying to figure you out. What could be true to your personality, or what people view about you, is that they're able to take advantage of you, or they feel like you have certain people or places or things in your life that that's currently taking advantage of you. I don't know if it's addictions or actual people or things, but definitely someone that has a problem with letting go. If you want to consider that a problem. Next, you have your Moonology card. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So, I mean, you could be a Leo. We're not really talking about astrology signs here. We're talking about, you know, your personality. So someone that is not willing... Someone that's not willing to let go, or someone that's not willing to take a loss, pretty much. That's what Leos are. They love to be a center of attention. They love to shine above everything else. They, you know, they're the first up in the morning, you know, the morning star, the sun. A lot of people envy the sun, you know. All the plants grow upward towards the sun. We get our energy from the sun. So of course, Leo is very important, or this person plays a very important role in a lot of people's lives. But these people feel like you have habits that are holding you back. Next, we have your Everyday Witch Tarot card, Justice, 11. Could be a Libra, or you could be dealing with a Libra. Or people see you as someone that's very forthright, honest, and just. Someone that but you're not balanced though. You are honest and you're just, but you're not balanced. Her eyes are almost covered. The two cats on this scale are about to attack each other. They're fighting, so you're not balanced for whatever reason. Something is holding you back. Yes, people can feel like you maybe you have an addictive personality. I'm not sure, but that could be other people's thoughts or perception about you. Your next card, pile 2. We have the lights here. You have 10 of Cups. Yeah, people feel like you let your emotions rule you, or you're a very emotional person. And not to say that you shouldn't be, but it seems like you play an important role in the overall collective. The 10 of Cups is everyone. It's the Happy Family card. But a personality reading in the 10 of Cups, and I take cups as emotional triggers or people around you. It involves cups would be, emotions and waters and feelings and all those types of things. Yeah, this is sort of like the Happy Family card, but the emotions are thrown off for whatever reason. It's like you're thrown off, and your emotions are thrown off. I'm not sure if this is from a relationship or from your daily habits that you won't let go of. It could be a deeper underlying issue here for whatever reason. Don't want to get too crazy with the messages I'm receiving for a simple pick a card reading. But yeah, a lot of people look up to you though. That is the interesting part of it. Maybe you're a trendsetter. Maybe what happens is whatever you're into, or however you experience your abundance, or whatever you're doing, maybe it's sort of like a bad habit or something that people perceive as a bad habit that's actually bringing abundance. Unbeknownst to them, you may deal with these things on your own emotional current, and you just don't let people know. You see all the different currents here, so your own emotional current, and you just don't let people know about it. So indeed, I admire that as well. If people can underestimate the underdog sometimes, and it's always good to have that element of surprise. So definitely I congratulate Pal 2. I was like, where is this reading going? All right, your last card, 8 of Cups. So walking away from emotions. So at the end of the day, it's definitely hard for us to let go of whatever it is, our attachments. That's our identity. That's what makes us us. That's what makes us unique. People definitely see you as a unique individual at the end of the day. They just want you to leave behind all these toxic people, all these toxic behaviors and bad habits. Let go of your control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I was going to say allow the situation to resolve themselves. So that is an intuitive message. You have an issue with letting go. How long do you want to have that issue of letting go? All right, Pile 2. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading. Catch you on the next one. All right, Pile 3. We got your cards. This is going to be your personality reading, how people view you, you know, sort of what you think about yourself, but overall a collective view of how the collective is viewing your personality and what people think of you. So your first card with the Romance Angels. Man, I ain't wearing my hat today. Don't worry. I got the hat. Don't worry. I got the no jewelry today. I'm just vibing. So your first Romance Angel card for your personality question today. How do people view you? What is your personality like? It says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So people can view you as a very timid person or very sensitive person in a way. They can maybe view you as someone that is very intuitive, empathic, or psychic. You're able to pay very close attention to details and red flags and, you know, the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities of life. You know, maybe they can even think you're probably a guru. Look how she's dressed. People think you're people think you're different. There's people bowing to this person. Wow. So there's a Yojimbo or a samurai bowing there, and then even up here in the corner, I don't know if you can see someone from the heavens. I'm gonna say that's a heavenly figure. Even the heavens is kneeling down or bowing down to this person. It's an offering. It's a white flower. So going back to Yamaya in the beginning, again, self-healing, self-love. Maybe you have, maybe you have some sort of a practice, spiritual business or massage parlor or something that helps people relieve their stress, so they don't have a problem, you know, paying for your service or tipping you or bowing to you or showing reverence. And as long as you serve the collective, the heavens are definitely going to show favor. They're going to gift you as well. It's a glowing flower, I think. Yeah, definitely symbolizing Yamaya at the moment. Let the blessings circulate. And then we have your Moonology card. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn or dealing with a Capricorn personality. You're very strong, independent, very hardworking, very goal-oriented. For the most part, you try to be stable. Slow-moving energy as well. Of course, you have to pay attention to all the red flags and all the different viewpoints in order to, you know, balance yourself, center yourself. It's like you're walking or you're driving or you're trekking and you stop in the water and you realize the water's not stable enough. How often do we see houses built on the water? And then you go to the sand and you realize the sand is not stable enough. And then you go to the grass and you realize the grass is not stable enough. So you keep going and you keep climbing that mountain because you're tough enough and you have the power to do so. Capricorn has the fortitude. Again, not a reading about astrology, but this is how people can view you. They may know your identity or your birth chart, not your birth chart, or your astrology sign or something like that. Or again, you could be taking on Capricorn energy. They just see you as a very strong person overall. All right. Next, we have your Everyday Witch Tarot card. 7 of Cups. So people can view you as someone that has a lot of options in regards to romantic relationships. People can view you as a nonchalant person. Very nonchalant person is very it's not the word I want to use. Yo, come in. Where is it? Yo, I'm in here doing a whole tarot video, and these little kids is cursing in the living room. You didn't leave your stuff in here. I don't know. What happened? Yeah, I got some. Yeah. No, go ahead. That's the last one. Go ahead. These kids these days. So, yeah, the Seven of Cups. You have options. People are like, why do you have so many options? People don't really like to compete for a person with options. You know, they get quite lazy. Very surreal person. I mean, they can look at you as having your own spiritual business. You see the library in the background, all the items that she's presenting to the common folk. People can view you as a kind of like a I don't want to say a martyr, you know, like a traveling salesman or something like that. Definitely someone that has product to put out there as well. An entrepreneur, should I say. You know, I think another pile got this card as well. Well, not this card, but got entrepreneurship in their pile as well. Maybe pile one. Next, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, someone that's very hardworking. There's a lot of hardworking energy here. Capricorn energy. Also, the Seven of Cups. Symbolizing your options and your innate abilities and your talent to express yourself and ideas and put them forth to the community. And then we have Eight of Cups. Again, you have a lot of options here. So people can view you as a very talented person. People can think of you as an apprentice. Some people can think of you as a master. You know, there's different perspectives. Again, this is the overall collective and how they view you, Pile 3. But for the most part, the overall consensus is that you're very knowledgeable. You're very wise. You have all this stuff here. This card, look at this desk. Yeah, she has all this stuff at her desk. This divine feminine figure, or this feminine figure. I mean, it's a deck of witches. Tarot's mostly witches, so there's a bunch of female characters in tarot. A lot of interesting male characteristics as well once you get into it. But yeah, again, it's the same thing here. You have all this here. I mean, people could view you as a very abundant personality, and maybe they're overwhelmed by this. They're probably overwhelmed by your personality, or overwhelmed by your gifts, or overwhelmed by your talent or your business. Last card, Pile 3, is the Magician. Wow. Pile 3 is on a roll. You may be even more hardworking than Pile 1. Pile 1 is more of getting out there and starting things and taking in the initiative and being bold. This is about someone that sits in the background and pays attention to the red flags of things, gathers all the minor details, because they're very slow moving, and once they start to move, they actually are able to manifest and create things. So yeah, interesting. Let's go ahead and go through it, Pile 3, just to go through. You're able to pay very close to attention here. If you have a gift, you should start a business, or you should freaking ask for a raise. And we all know how asking for a raise goes. So you should start some form of a side hustle or a side business because you have the aptitude for it. You're either going to be the type of person that's able to see the red flags, or you're going to be the type of person that's going to be able to learn from the red flags, because Capricorns are very hard-headed, and that's how they learn. They learn, or taking on that Capricorn energy. It's very stubborn. It's like climbing up that mountain at all cost. See? What was it again? Full moon in Capricorn. The end of tough cycle approaches. So you could actually be reaching that summit point anyways. You're so talented here. I want to show you the symbolization in all these cards. You may be a great manifestor or alchemist. Every single last one of these cards. And we have the infinity symbol here with the Magician as well. You know how I feel about the infinity symbol. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So you may be seeing synchronicities. You turn the 8 sideways, It's the infinity symbol, pile 3. So great manifester indeed. So in all of these pictures, this person is standing or sitting at a desk pretty much. What do we call that, family? We call that synchronization. So however you want to take that message, this video is getting quite long, pile 3. But again, all 3 of these people are master manifestors. They are creating their own world in front of them. They're sitting at their own desk. They set up their own shop. He's manifesting heaven and hell. I am God, he says. Yeah, definitely a very interesting reading for you guys today, pile 3. Hopefully you all you guys enjoyed the reading for today. There's going to be more pick cards on the way. Just got to get my feet wet. And yeah, reach out to my social medias, OU Lucy, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Am I forgetting any others? Yeah, I'm not really on Facebook right now. Got a detox off Facebook. You know how that goes. You know how that goes. I'm actually on my private page now with all my friends and my family, so I don't really recommend you go there. I don't even like being over there. All right, then. Catch you on the next one. Be safe.